What's up, guys? It's your boy Two Bulls back here with another video today. So I'm actually kind of recovering from the big day of fishing yesterday. All of my rods are super dirty from being on the boat ride home. There's a bunch of salt from the roads that are disgustingly covering my rods right now. So I'm gonna go inside, wash them off, and then in a second I'm gonna go through what each of the bass fishing rods that I have are and how I use those. So if that's something that you think you would be interested in, seeing what tackle I use, then stick around for the rest of the video. Alright guys, so I am going to go ahead and start cleaning up these poles. I gotta get a wet rag and just wipe everything down because they are absolutely corroded. Let me show you real quick how bad it is. So, oh god, I'm about to break my rod. But yeah, so there is a bunch of dirt and grime and all that on the rods, if you can see it there. And I'm gonna clean them off because I don't like my stuff being dirty. I like nice things. So let me get a rag out here. Alright guys, so I have went ahead and cleaned up this first rod. This is my G Loomis GL2 that I just picked up recently. This is the only spinning rod that I use for bass fishing. And I've got it paired up with a pretty cheap Shimano reel, but it's pretty good for considering the fact that I paid $15 for it on clearance. This is I think a 7-foot or 7'1" medium heavy jig and worm rod, and the ounce ratings are, let's see, 3/16 to 5/8 ounce and 8 to 14 pound test line. I have it split up with 10 pound. I can't remember, it's some kind of Berkeley line that I got for like $3 at work. I would normally have fluorocarbon on here, but I lost my spools of line in my house somewhere and I don't know where they're at. 2500 size reel, and that's it for this rod. Okay, so here we come to the second rod that I have cleaned up right now. This is a Daiwa Arid X 7-foot medium fast action rod, and this is what I use for jerk baits and crate baits and stuff like that. There, lure ounce is going to be from 1/4 ounce to 3/4 ounce, and line would go from 8 to 17 pounds. I have this paired up with a Daiwa Laguna 100 HSLA. This is a good reel, $60, and it casts pretty good for spending that little amount of money for a reel. It's got some decent magnetic system here on the side, and I like it pretty good so far. And I am absolutely in love for these rods for about the $50 to $55 mark price point. They are really good, and I will definitely buy some more. Alright, so next up on the chopping block, I actually have somewhat of a new addition to my rod arsenal. This is a Triumph X. This is a 6'6" medium heavy action, and I like it so far. It's very light. It actually pairs up well with my Quantum Energy PT. This is a 7-to-1 gear ratio reel, just like the Laguna. I'm pretty comfortable with using that gear ratio there, and everything on this is really good. Its centrifugal systems on this are pretty good from what I found out and using it. It's got the click spool tension knob on there, and it's just an all-around good reel, and I would not trade this thing for anything. Alright guys, next up we have another new addition to my rod lineup. This is a Denali Covert. This is a 6'8" heavy action worm and jig rod. The ounce weight goes from 1/2 ounce to 1 ounce, but in what I've tested, it can go a little bit above 1 ounce and do just fine. Line rating is 15 to 25 pound line, and this is a very good rod. I like it very much. I have it paired up with a old Wright & McGill reel actually, and this used to have a yellow part on it there. I actually took a paint pen and kind of did a crude paint job on it because I hated the yellow that stood out on this reel. Josh actually gave me this reel. It's quite old. It's been used quite a lot. There's quite a few scuff marks and stuff on it, but the great thing that I like about this reel is that it does have a centrifugal braking system and also click spool tension knob. And this is what I tend to use for some of my smaller swim baits, like some of the Live Target and various other small swim baits under the 2 ounce category or so. Alright guys, so the last setup that I've got here are both very new to me. This is a Fenwick Elite Tech smallmouth bait casting rod. It is a 6'10" medium fast rod, and the lure rating goes from 1/8 ounce to 5/8 ounce, and line rating would be 8 to 14 pounds. This is a great rod. I picked this up not very long ago, and I've got this paired up with a Abu Garcia Revo S. It's a great reel, and the cool thing about it is it has a centrifugal system, and the centrifugal system also compensates for flipping. It has switches that you can turn on and off if you are flipping stuff into heavy grass or under docks, what have you. But for $50, that was definitely a great purchase for me. I am very satisfied with the combo here, and that is going to be it for my rod arsenal. Alright guys, so that does it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed taking a little closer look into my rods and reels that I'm going to be using for bass fishing in the upcoming year. I'm sure, since I work at Field & Stream, that I will be purchasing some more, and when I do, I will be sure to update you guys on what I've got. Thank you for stopping in. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. If you want to give me some feedback, leave a comment. And if you're new here and you like what you see, consider subscribing. Thank you for stopping again. We'll see you in the next one.